Homesteading, and today I am doing a little more foraging videos. And you know, you don't have to go all over the bush, all over the place just to find stuff. There is weeds that are just growing in your yard that you're not even paying attention. And you know, this day and age, we really do need to have some good medicinal plants for flus and common colds and stuff like that. I'm going to try to use a lot of the stuff that I collect now throughout the winter. A lot of these plants are way better for you than just eating vitamins, which vitamins, if you can't get anything else, is the best way to go. But if you can forage and get some of that stuff, that is an amazing source of nutrition and vitamins and medicinal value to all these plants. I'm going to show you the common mullen.
There you go. This is what a common mullen plant looks like. This is a really, really big one. It's kind of under my deck here, you know, the bird nest, and it kind of had a little bit of shade, and it's grown really well. So this is a little bigger than you would think, but this is what this is. And you kind of break the leaves off, and you dry them, and then you kind of break the leaves off, you dry them, and then you make teas out of them.
You got to know that I'm not a professional at foraging and plant identification and everything. I feel comfortable enough because I've eaten a lot of these plants over the years, and I just know that they're okay. But you may have a plant that's near your area that looks close, but it's not. So I really feel like you have to be informed. You have to look into the plants in your area and see if you can eat it. Because it's really up to you. You got to make sure you don't eat anything poisonous or anything like that.
So mullen leaves are soft to the touch. They look like that, and if you ever see them when they're fully grown, they grow big, long stems with yellow flowers. So those are what common mullen plants are. I'm going to wash these off, let them dry a bit, and then I'm going to throw them in the dehydrator. Going to do a quick wash off of the leaves before I dry them out.
So I wash the mullen leaves off so they're clean, and I kind of just strip the leafy part off, and we're just going to throw it on these drying racks. All these can be dried in the sun, but I'm kind of impatient. I put it in the dehydrator, leave it. I don't have to really touch it. And I keep watching it till it's plenty dry, and then I know it's all done and I can put it away.
I got the mullen leaves in the dehydrator. I think that's probably all I'll need this year for sure. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And we're going to just set it on top of the turkey tail mushroom that we put in there earlier.
Common mullen is in the dehydrator. You know what? There is so much stuff around us that we don't know what's food and we don't know what's medicine. It's like we've kind of lived this life of being just kind of disconnected from nature. I think we're coming into a season that we're going to have to know these things. So I would really recommend getting a good quality book to identify the plants and probably medical uses for it. Because you never know when someone has something on a website that just disappears. If you have it in a book, you've got it in your hand. So I really recommend getting identification books and wild foraging medical books, because once you have it in your hand, you kind of have it. Stuff online has a tendency to change over time for some reason. So you know what? I'm done with the common mullen plant. It's going to come in handy. That stuff's really good for respiratory stuff, common cold, and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's going to come in handy for sure. So I'll give you an update when it's all done, but that's about enough for today. You guys have a good one.